Hi everyone, my name is David. In this lightning talk, you'll learn about the basics of Marketplace, what's new with Marketplace custom pricing, selling through private offers. Join me to hear about how to create, manage private offers, and the new features we have released this year. The primary audience for this talk is AWS partners who want to sell through AWS Marketplace. For this session today, we'll go through the basics of Marketplace, what it is, the value to our partners, some high-level pricing options, how to extend a private offer, the new feature releases, and a few tips and tricks from me on how to sell better. For those of you completely new to Marketplace, we're a curated digital catalog helping companies find, try, buy, and manage solutions from AWS Partners. Today, there's about 5,000 partners who listed over 20,000 products over 70 different categories. On the flip side, there are about 300,000 active customers on AWS Marketplace that have procured through Marketplace listings over 2.5 million subscriptions. So, what AWS Marketplace really does is to help customers and partners find each other and simplify the end-to-end procurement flow. And customers often purchase on AWS Marketplace for ease, for simplicity, and for the standardization, or sometimes to achieve cost efficiencies through meeting some sort of AWS commitments. Partners, on the other hand, co-sell with AWS to tap into the pool of customers that AWS has and simplifying the overall procurement flows. And now I'm going to throw in some more stats out there. Software vendors who sell through AWS Marketplace have experienced 80% bigger deals, 81% return on investment, 27% higher win rates, and 40% higher deal sizes. AWS Marketplace supports many modes of selling. There's the more commonly known public pricing, public offer, where customers will see the product detail page and click subscribe. So we call that kind of a self-service click to buy format. In more recent years, it has also become more common for partners and customers to negotiate their terms and come up with custom pricing. This private offer includes negotiated custom pricing for volume discounts, custom contractual terms, and things like setting specific payment schedules and even more places. In short, partners can write custom quotes to their customers through private offers. There's several different ways that you can price your product on Marketplace. This includes setting different pricing unit types like bytes, hosts, hours, tiers, or even your own specific custom pricing. For private offers specifically, I divide it into 4 basic pricing structure. In the most basic form, contract pricing is where customers pay an upfront fee to access the product for a set amount of time. Second, usage pricing is where customers is using a pay-as-you-go format where customers are billed based on what they buy as they use the product. Specific to private offers, you can also set a payment schedule for the customer to pay in installments. So in this specific case, AWS will send an invoice to the customer on the specific date that you and the customer agree on. The installment date and distribution sometimes also becomes a factor in the negotiation process. You can also take a hybrid approach where the above models are blended. For example, you start with a contract, and as the customer hits that max, they'll start kicking in the overage and become pay-as-you-go. There's obviously more ways you can mix and match different pricing models and have guardrails around it. What Marketplace really provides is the flexibility and the simplicity for you to price your product the way you want it to. So, if you aren't on Marketplace yet, do scan the QR code in the bottom so you can get started. Save that URL, and you can get started by using actually your AWS account. Go to our portal, sign in, agree on the terms and conditions, set up your first seller profile, and set up your banking info. Then create your first product listing and integrate with our billing API, whether for contract or for usage consumption, and then start selling. Right now, Marketplace supports SaaS, Amazon Machine Image, containers, professional services, data exchange, machine learning products. So after setting up your Marketplace account and product, you can extend the private offer to start selling. Again, log onto the AWS Marketplace management portal, go to the Offers tab, and hit that orange Create Private Offer button. Then you select the product type and the specific product you want to extend the private offer, the custom pricing on, and you'll see a wizard pop up that asks a 5-step wizard by filling in pricing details, duration, terms, legal documents, and most importantly, the customer's AWS ID that you're extending this private offer to. After submitting the private offer, you can then share the private offer URL to your customer. And your customer will see that private offer, and they'll access that private offer, reviews the terms, accept it, and then it'll get converted into agreement, and then they can start using the product. So, for those of you who just learned about custom pricing through private offer on Marketplace, or those of you who might have already started using Marketplace here and there, we've actually refreshed the offer experience on the management portal so you can sell faster and sell easier. Earlier this year, we launched a draft experience feature so you can stage and prepare your offer before sending them out. Previously, you had to kind of create your private offer in one fell swoop, either immediately sending them out once you start them or abort halfway. That wasn't fun. Now, you can save your draft offer and resume later. We've also switched the experience from a single one-page form to an intuitive multi-wizard so that we can kind of guide you along the way, provide info panels and content to help you create your private offer. If you still have questions, we very recently launched the AWS Partner Assistant, which can help you answer questions much faster and much easier. When you have questions, simply type in the questions you have to the assistant. It's going to sift through all the AWS documentation about Marketplace, and then give you the specific summary of what you need and the reference URL for the content they picked from. This new generative AI virtual assistant was built also on Amazon Q for Business and is available on both our management portal and on AWS Partner Central. So 4 to 7 are additional enhancements we've made to make extending private offers more easy. Number 4, payment auto scheduler. So for creating private offer with installment plans, one of the pricing model earlier, you will now see the enhanced functionality to help you auto schedule. So rather than clicking and creating each schedule one by one, we create some of the common configurations such as invoicing the customer on first of every month. For creating private offers that have EC2 instance pricing for Omni products, for example, you won't need to price them instance by instance anymore. We've created a feature for you to bulk price them by the group so that you can expedite your pricing process on the private offers. In addition, for those of you who have created a few private offers already, we've also launched a clone to new feature, clone offer capability, that helps you quickly replicate configurations from past offers and adjust them for renewals or revisions for ongoing offers. Finally, once your offer gets extended, if you want to look back, you can export them into PDF format with a click of a button so that you can share with your stakeholders, with your customers, or for any sort of offline collaboration. As I said earlier, once the offer is accepted and subscribed by the customer, it gets converted into agreement to be executed. So this year we've also refreshed the agreement view so that it provides more information that you'll need when you look back. This includes more details about the agreements and new statuses such as canceled, active, replaced, expired, and expiring soon, so that you know which agreement this is for. We've also launched the capability to save filters so you can pre-create your own sortation. Additionally, we've also launched a few pre-sorted agreement views tied specific to the offer that it comes from, and also any pre-sorted agreements relevant to the specific buyer. What we've done is we've made it easier and faster for you to retrieve your agreements for customer engagements and identify any renewals or any expansion opportunities and upcoming opportunities. And if you have any customer engagements, you can look at these views and get access to what you need to know a lot faster. On the customer side, we've also made improvements by refreshing the procurement experience that your customers will see once you extend the private offer. So what this launch did was consolidating the different procurement flows across the several product types we saw earlier. We smoothed out the experience, and then we modernized the look with new UI components. So this experience isn't just on the Marketplace website, but is also around on the AWS console in several places in AWS. Overall, we've heard a lot of our customer and partner feedback and enhanced our private offer experience so that it becomes simpler, faster, easier for both the customer and for the partner. So before we go, I want to share some of the personal several tips and tricks of selling on AWS Marketplace. They're more advanced, yet fairly practical features you should definitely tap into in your journey of selling with AWS. So to sell more, you really want to tap into Marketplace's product-led growth. This is not only enabling the self-service feature we talked about early on, letting the buyers click and buy. This also talks about things like free trial, like request for demo, and request for private offer. The goal is to really help customers get started much faster and much more easily, and to have them start with Marketplace, become leads, and get access to larger deals in the private offer. Another way to sell more is to leverage channel partners on AWS Marketplace to help you resell and distribute your product. Marketplace has an extensive resale authorization experience that allows channel partners to create private offers on your behalf. Finally, let Marketplace help you reach more customers globally and internationally. This year, we've launched private offer contract pricing for 4 local currencies, including euros, pounds, Japanese yen, and Australian dollar. This makes it easier for partners and customers to do business globally and not need to worry about the currency exchange rates and whatnot. To sell faster, you can adopt vendor insights so customers can quickly assess your product for compliance, for risks, for certificates such as SOC 2, ISO, and HIPAA, and more. So what this feature does is it compiles the security postures and information to expedite the customer's risk and assessments before they decide what they want to buy. Similarly, you should adopt the standard contract provided from AWS Marketplace if you can, because a lot of the times, your customers will be used to standard contracts set of terms from Marketplace rather than needing to renegotiate a brand new term from scratch. Finally, as you start seeing higher volume, higher throughput through Marketplace, you want to integrate with Marketplace APIs so that you can actually extend those private offers from your own CRM environment rather than logging onto the portal every single time. And that way you can also create products or even read agreements in your own CRM environment. And that is actually how you go fast and go big. So for renewals and expansions, Marketplace offers agreement-based offers when you need to amend for agreements that's in flight already. So what it does is it takes an active agreement, it copies it to an offer, and sends it, and then you can adjust it and send it to the customer. Once the customer accepts, it'll cancel the old agreement and replace it with a new one. And what that does is really helps you to either do expansions or do renewals when the time comes. And you can also create future dated agreements so that customer receives the product entitlement at a predetermined date. This is really useful for sales, finance, or accounting needs by kind of decoupling and separating out the transaction close date and when the product usage actually begins. So these are a few of the many features that Marketplace has to help you sell more, sell faster, and sell again. As you start your Marketplace journey, you'll find out a lot more ways of how Marketplace can help you sell better. And also, if you're not an AWS partner yet, please do sign up because there's a lot of amazing resources, benefits as AWS partner that also leads its way into AWS Marketplace. That QR code over there will help you sign up. And in fact, I do recommend new folks to start as AWS partner if you haven't. And because it's day one, I've provided 2 QR codes here for upcoming Marketplace and partner sessions. On the left side, it's Marketplace Know Before You Go, so it has all the popular sessions from Marketplace. On the right side is the AWS Partner Guide with an even larger selection of selling and co-selling sessions that you should attend. Well, thank you for joining me in this lightning talk, going through the basics of Marketplace, through private offer, our new releases, several tips and tricks,